Hello, welcome to another session of Learn with Veer Sagar. Lately, there's a lot of debate going on moonlighting between managers, between professionals, between businessmen. They're all talking about moonlighting, some very strongly against it. We have heard about Wipro taking action against 300 people for moonlighting, and a lot of big companies saying no, moonlighting is plain and simple cheating. There are also companies who are saying no, we allow moonlighting, we really don't care. And the lot in between don't know what the hell is happening, what's going on. So I want to discuss about moonlighting. I don't have a strong view, but I have a view. That is, I do not encourage moonlighting. The general view is that if you are in an industry which is non-compete with what you are doing, then it should be okay. It's not. Moonlighting, if you want to do moonlighting, go on your own. Become a consultant, right? Yes, become a self-employed person, then you do moonlighting. Because at that time, it's a no issue of loyalty. Because when you are an individual, when you're working for yourself, then your loyalty is to yourself. And that loyalty could be in terms of doing different kinds of jobs so that you can get better knowledge, better information, or more money. It depends on whatever you're looking for. But when you are working for a company, then your loyalty is to that company. Let us say I have in my company, we're a back office company, legal and medical back office. I have people working from home and I do not monitor them, right? I work on trust, and the only reason I can ever get rid of a person from my company is if there's a break of trust. If I cannot trust a person, then I do not work with that person, whoever that person may be. So I do not monitor and I trust them. And so far, they have not betrayed my trust, and it's been almost 25 years. There were one or two cases, and we dealt it summarily by just saying, from tomorrow morning, don't come to work. We don't know how we'll get along without you, but from tomorrow, we'll find out. But otherwise, there's nothing, they are there. Now, when they're working from home, let us say the person wants to help his or her father or a brother who is doing something and needs some help. And this person in spare time helps the father or the mother. I don't have an issue with that. Right? But if he takes another job in another company, right, or a project for another company, totally different to what we are doing, I have an issue with that. Because of priorities, because of loyalties. Now think, we are doing a job which requires very high commitment of turnaround time. A job has to go back in good quality within a given time frame. At that moment, this person also has another job. And let's say that person has got on his or her own as part of the moonlighting thing, which also requires a time commitment, which clashes. Where will you go? Your one reaction could be, this is a permanent job, I have salaries coming, I'll delay this. But that is my job, and I'll do that just now, because otherwise I might lose it. So your job will get low priority. That is something I cannot tolerate. So all this saying that people are doing job to increase their knowledge, to learn more technology, to make themselves more valuable is all nice, but it's a bad answer. Ultimately, they're saying, I have got time, my boss will never find out, right? if I can scrounge 2 hours out of the job there and do something extra and earn more money. This is totally unreal. Now, therefore, when you are doing moonlighting, right, whether it is non-compete or not does not make a difference, because it is competing with one thing which we all have short, that is time. And we have fixed time. Currently, we don't know the length of the time, but we know every day is 24 hours. And if I have to do work, some lot of time, when my person work, they work 12 hours because they have to finish the project and give it back next morning. There are times where they don't have to work 12 hours. But I cannot risk that when my 12 hours are required, this person has got his or her own job, which requires 2 hours more from this. Because that person then is working extra time. Let's say the person says, I will meet the 12 hours. If I require 12 hours, I'll meet 12 hours and I will do this additional job beyond that. That means that person is now working 14 hours, 16 hours, not sleeping properly, which is dangerous from my job because they will make mistakes. In fact, in my job, I insist that people take a break every 60 minutes, have a cup of tea, walk around, so that they are focused during the time they work and they are not strained out. Because in a lot of jobs, the focus, the concentration is very high. To get good quality, you need to have high concentration. And if you are not sleeping properly, if you are not enjoying, if you have no relaxation, you're only working, then that gets affected. That is my take on moonlight. It's not an ethical thing, right? To me, I'm very, very selfish and self-focused. To me, the only thing that matters is my company. And if you are an employee of my company, you are a partner in my company. You are a part of my family. And therefore, your focus, your priority, everything should be my company, me and my company. And if there is that something else is happening which take this focus away from me, and I have to share the priorities with something else, then I do not like that. Because that ultimately affects my quality. And my quality, my commitment of turnaround, my commitment of giving good quality and on time. For me, that is a no-no. So, in summary, moonlighting is not a good idea, right, when it is impinging on your time. It's not a question of compete or non-compete. Because you're always competing against the company that's paying your salary on your time availability and on the priority. With that, if you do not agree with me, please give me your views. I'd be happy to share your views with others. So till we meet again, it's Veer Sagar saying thank you very much, goodbye and have a nice day.